Thank you for joining us tonight to Ask Us Anything.
And Merry Christmas. Christmas Eve, a week from tonight.
Whoa.
Ooh, did you get me a present?
I am so far behind.
Yes. Look who's back. How are you feeling? Everybody is going to ask that.
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Show them what you got in front of you.
Got my little...
Bring your microphone for you.
Whoa. You're going to get in trouble because nobody can hear me.
Yeah, now they can hear you.
There we go.
Yeah. So you got your, I guess I can show them over here.
Oh, you don't need to show them.
She's
my
got
coffee.
Oh,
my
I should show
sore
them my
throat.
merch cup. See this great cup?
I got the red one tonight.
The red cup. It's Christmassy.
We don't have a green one.
We don't have a green one.
Aqua, orange, yellow,
I tried
black.
to put some red lights behind us. That's the closest I could get those lights to be red. I need bigger, brighter floodlights so we can do the whole wall. That's on my Christmas list. And we've got our Christmas hats, and so does Phyllis. Merry Christmas, Phyllis.
Merry Christmas to you both. So good to see you, Jennifer. It's great.
Oh, it's good to be here. You have no idea.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So tell everybody how you're feeling. You are feeling a lot better.
I'm
right?
getting better.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Well, thank you.
After 8 weeks, I'm getting better. Yay.
Yeah. 8
and
weeks.
miracle drugs.
It's been crazy. All right, Phyllis, thank you for being there tonight. And we'll check you as we make mistakes or you see things I need to tell. Phyllis is in Iowa, and she is going to screen all those questions. Jen and I are in our 10-acre
our compound.
What do we call our compound? Yes.
I have been under house arrest. I'm not allowed to leave the house.
And thank you to out in Illinois, Chris Cowley, who's keeping heard on all of the folks in the YouTube world. And I think Wendy Boyer, our social media, she's always here, but I don't see her in the comments. So hello to Wendy. Otherwise, we'd have you on, Wendy, with the little, but you got to have a hat on. That's the rule tonight. Got to have a hat. We have had a really busy week, way too busy. We have launched one of the most rewarding things that we have done in a long time because we get to connect so much better with all of you. And if you don't know what we're talking about our new RV lifestyle community. That is the email. You'll hear me tell you several times. Please go and sign up. It's free. We even got national press this week. A big national leading trade publication headlined a story about us. And I think the headline said, "Thousands flee Facebook for new RV community." I love that. And hey, we're not anti-Facebook. Obviously, we have a great group there and we'll continue. But we have been, like you, if you're on social media, have been very frustrated by the negativity. Facebook has all these changing rules where they'll sometimes show a post, sometimes they won't. How many times have you gone on Facebook and you saw something and you wanted to go back to, hey, Mike, look at this.
And it's gone. Totally disappeared.
Yeah, that won't happen here. You can find our stuff. It is so much different than Facebook. First of all, it is tailored just for RVers, campers, outdoor enthusiasts. You have, there's none of the nastiness. You know, with Facebook,
That's a broad statement. None of the nastiness.
No.
Hopefully everybody will be nice.
Well, we have some great moderators who've all come over there, but we're inviting you to come over. Would you come and join us? You can do it right tonight. Just go over there, click it on. You'll see we have so many features, so many things that we can do and are doing there. And it's just been really helpful. And it's been great. We literally from launch went to 0 to 3,000 like that, you know, and it's still growing. So please check it. You'll hear us talk more and we'll go on from there. So
make sure you check it out.
Wendy Boyer is watching, but she doesn't have a Santa hat.
I bet you have a cooler, some other kind of hat.
Yeah. And Chris Cowley is here, but I don't know, Chris, you have a Santa hat? Chris,
some kind of cool hat?
We have never gotten Chris on live.
No.
So maybe if not this one, maybe the New Year's show. Speaking of which, let me talk about our schedule. This is next week. Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve both fall on Sundays. So we're going to so our staff and our team and us, so we can enjoy Christmas with family and friends. No Ask Us Anything on Christmas Eve or on New Year's Eve. So that means that we will be back with Ask Us Anything in 2 weeks. Was it be 2 weeks? Be 3 weeks, really. January 7th. Wow.
Ooh.
That's when we'll be back. We won't be back till next year.
Whoa.
So we'll be back then. The podcast, we will have a podcast this Wednesday, but then we're going to take a break between Christmas with the podcast, and we will come back on January 3rd with the podcast. On this week's podcast, our friend Eric and Jeannie Anderson have come up with a great book. If you're a regular on our social media, you have seen their posts with Hershey Pup and their RV. They've been to all 48 states, and Hershey's done it. They've written, this is the first in a series of children's books that they have. And it's really fun. It's very well illustrated. You see, Hershey has some great adventures, and they have a great illustrator. There he is. And this first one is in New England, and they'll be our guests, and we'll catch up with them. They've been work camping, and they've got a lot to say. So that's on this week's podcast. So you'll want to check that out. What else? I don't think I have a whole bunch more to talk about, except to get to your questions and comments. And it really is good to have you back because
you have no idea how good it is to be back.
Yeah. Not only did she go through all this thing with the heart thing, but then she got pneumonia.
The ventilator was not my friend.
Yeah. The theory is that she got some bacteria from the ventilator. It's very common, very common. And there you go. Plus, but there's also this big thing going around, everybody's got this respiratory thing that's going all around the country. So we worried about that. Sharon Childress.
Hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will miss your Sunday night's chats. I'm going to miss them too.
Yeah, I guess you mean because we're taking a break.
2 weeks off. Yeah.
2 weeks off. Okay. Melissa Lyle. Melissa's one of our moderators. Hi, Melissa.
Hello, Mike and Jen. Loving the new social media community. Us too.
Community.rvlifestyle.com. You got to go over there and try it out, everybody. We really are having fun with it. Johnny Lightning.
Hey, I made it on time tonight. Freezing here in the middle of the mitten.
Yeah. It's it's not too cold.
What is it out
41.
there?
41.
Yeah, it
you're a
hasn't.
Michigan guy. It's not that cold. We do have snow coming tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's snow.
Not a lot, but
just enough to make it
literally
hard to drive.
Literally 5 miles further west than us. They're going to get up to 6 inches of lake effect snow. We are supposed to get a trace of it. We'll see, but this coming. Ed Richards down in Louisiana.
Merry Christmas, you guys, and it's great to see Jen back. Yeah. Ed, you have no idea how nice it is to be able to speak.
Ed was one of our first guys to join.
How have you liked it? I have not been able to speak for like 7 weeks.
Yeah, you haven't been able to talk for 7 weeks. Ed was one of our first guys to join our new community, so thank you, Ed, for doing that. Ty Webb.
You both look spectacular. Glenn, you are on the mend. Yes.
Yeah, Jen.
Thank you for all the love everybody sent out my way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love and prayers and good wishes. I appreciate it so much.
That brought a lot of smiles. I read them all to her, and she would smile. Now our neighbor Renee has moved over to Southwest Michigan. She's going to get that lake effect snow tomorrow.
Ooh.
Renee Harwani.
Merry Christmas to all. Jen, you sound wonderful, and we're so glad you're on the mend. Safe travels for all who are on. We'll be hitting the roads.
Yeah, this is a lot of people leave right after Christmas, and those are the snowbirds. There's like 3 waves of snowbird. 1st of October, after Thanksgiving, and then right after Christmas. So a lot of people will be on the roads. Marty Santek.
What is the best day to avoid the crowds at the Tampa Bay RV Super Show?
First day, which is Wednesday, January 17th. They do get big crowds every day. And of course, the weather, if you see a little bit of rain in the forecast, that's a good day to go. You'll miss some of the crowds there. Marty, go early. The gates, I think, open at 9. And you really do want to be there when the gates open. But usually Wednesday's the best day. Thursday's a little more crowded. Friday is very crowded, and Saturday is wall-to-wall people.
Yeah, Saturday, everybody comes.
But Wednesday, January 17th, is opening day to the public. And
do they have a senior discount day? I forgot to read and check.
I don't know. Be on
maybe
their website,
check.
Florida RV Super Show.
See if they do, because that might get a few more people there.
Yeah. My camper, Michigan camper.
Mitten Wave from Robert and Nancy.
Oh, yeah.
Having camping withdrawal. Merry Christmas to all.
That's Nancy and Robert. And Nancy came up with this name. We were talking about it on our new community group. She came up with this name, Joymus. So joyful, enormous, joyful Christmas time. I love it. And Nancy's on our new community. And one of the things about the community that's really fun is you can chat one-on-one with other members that you want. You could turn that off if you don't want it, but we've had more fun just chatting with people, and it's felt like a virtual campfire. Merry Christmas, Robert and Nancy. Are you a fan?
Finally realized I can watch you from the community app.
That's great. Awesome. Glad you have found us and stay with us. We are delighted that you are here. Keep coming. It is good. Let's see. Johnny Lightning says yes.
Yes, there is a senior discount of $2 per ticket. It might be all of the days, but not sure.
Yeah.
Check into that.
We're a little nervous how you're going to do it, Tampa.
Yeah.
With the walk-in and the breathing and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I
have some details I have to talk over with you.
I offered to get you a
Wheelchair?
a golf cart. What's up?
I don't know if you realize that last comment about you can watch the YouTube live from the community.
Oh, really?
Yes. So right now in the community where you posted the link to this YouTube, yes. So people can watch from inside the community.
Oh, that is so cool. Hey, everybody in the community. Hi. Now, we also do live streams for the community. In fact, I have one scheduled for, I believe, Tuesday night. And we're doing and this is just for our community. We're going to do a live stream at 7:00 Eastern on Tuesday night. We're going to give you our 5 travel predictions for 2024, and that'll be on our community. So you guys on Facebook and Twitter or X, excuse me, and YouTube, you got to come over to our community. So join it. But well, good. Hello, community. I'll be back on later on tonight. You can text. We'll chat.
Now, there's like about 200 messages wishing you Merry Christmas and glad that Jen is back. But there's no questions, so people need to ask you some questions here too.
Okay.
Or we can just do all the comments about Merry Christmas.
Maybe we'll come back, but let's do questions, and then we'll come back and we can fill up some of the time with the welcome back. Thanks, Phyllis. Frugal Tracy, one of our moderators,
watching via YouTube from the community link.
Let's give him that link again, just so our Ask Us Anything crowd knows what we're talking about. Honest, so many people don't like big tech, Facebook. I'm amazed how many people have written us and said, "Oh, we're so glad this is here because we don't use Facebook." Well, go here. You will like this. This is what, at least so far, this is exactly what we've envisioned when we talk about online community, because everybody's nice, and it's been really good. And we've got all of our moderators. Our moderators don't have to put out fires, and they're all being helpful and having fun interacting with people, and it's great. So check this out. All the rest of you who don't know about it, we want you to come over and join us over there. We have so much fun. Rogério Roca from Brazil.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Welcome. Glad to see you with us. Bruce Howard. I've never been to Brazil. I really want to. It's on my list. I really want to go there. Bruce Howard just signed up. Welcome, Bruce. Awesome. I'm so glad to see you. We'll catch you over there. I always try and send a little welcome to all the new people. Red Hutchinson.
Had a great time in Grassy Key with the Rolling Gator chapter of the FMCA last weekend.
Oh,
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I don't know where Grassy Key is. The FMCA, of course, is a big RV club, and they have chapters all over the place. This obviously sounds like it's down in Florida someplace. So,
and guaranteed FMCA, you'll have a good time. You'll learn lots of things, and they have fun things scheduled and little side trips, and a good time will be had.
Matthew Blau did the LTV sell. I don't. They just went. They just got it. It's there.
Was it Friday?
They got it. I think Friday they took it. Thursday, Friday. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know if anybody's even seen it. It's at Holland Motorhomes. So I don't know if it's sold, and I'm kind of letting them handle it all, so I don't have to get involved with it. And but it's over in Holland, Michigan right now. Jeremy is the guy. Ask for Jeremy if you're interested in it.
Somebody's going to get an awesome Christmas present.
We didn't even get 7,000 miles on that thing.
No.
and it's pretty loaded. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I know a lot of people will be interested. Debbie Lee.
How hard is it to do the Natchez Trace pulling a small camper? I see a lot of people with camper vans, but we have a 20-foot travel trailer and really want to see the trace.
You'll be just fine. We've seen many huge Class Bs. We've seen a lot of people with trailers. We have done it numerous times. Have not done it now with our fifth wheel, because our fifth wheel, literally, we keep it 20 miles from the trace. So we're on the trace all the time. But you won't have any problem. There are a couple of areas where they say there's plenty of signage that says no big RVs or no RVs, and you might have trouble turning around, but those are very few of those on there. So you'll be fine. Check out our book, Debbie, because we do a lot of talking about every stop on the trace, and we let you know some of the problem areas. So you can go to our website and get our book on the Natchez Trace, one of our favorite routes, and give yourself plenty of time. Don't do it in a day. It's what is it, 422 miles, spend several days.
Enjoy, and do your homework. Check it out.
Yep.
Know where you definitely do not want to go, and where you can.
Our book will tell you which stops were our favorites, and that you can look around and you learn a little bit of history on it. It's really a fascinating place. So you can find it at our book link there. All right. What else we got? Eugene Brown.
I am proud to be a member of the community. Question: what are your thoughts on the growth of the community?
It has really been humbling and encouraging and exciting. We have, between Phyllis and Wendy and Chris and our moderators and Tracy and Melissa and the other moderators that have been out there, we've been agonizing over this problem with Facebook for years. A Facebook group is 270,000 people. Our community will never be that big. But Facebook is just this wild west, and everybody's so angry at everybody. So when we watch this thing grow so fast in just a couple of days after launch, one, we knew we validated what frustrations we had. People want community. They'll come for the content, but they stay for the community, the relationships and the connections that are formed. And that is always so much nicer than sort of the casual community that Facebook comes. A lot of people will come to Facebook because maybe they saw a reference to a post or something, but they're really not connected with anybody. They may not even be RVers. There's a lot of people on Facebook who just want to fight. That's not going to happen in our group. And the beauty of our group is that if two members send a note off to somebody, so say it's like 2 a.m, and people are on there chatting, and somebody comes on and they are nasty or they're insulting or they're picking a fight, and 2 people report that, then that post automatically gets taken down until it's reviewed by one of our moderators. And that will help us a whole lot, because what we worry about always on Facebook is that something will blow up in the middle of the night. Somebody will get a fight going. There'll be all this stuff. And then Facebook comes in and they censor people, and it just gets crazy. That won't happen in our group. So our growth has been really steady. It's not, I don't want to say it's overwhelming, but it's keeping us busy. But it's going to be different. It's not going to be a Facebook. That's the best thing, Eugene. Gene Newman.
Signed up in the community the other day. Very excited because I'm hardly on Facebook anymore. Jen, it's good to see you feeling better. Merry Christmas to you both, and Merry Christmas to you as well, your loved ones.
Yeah, thank you, Gene. Wow, a week from tonight, Christmas Eve.
I know.
This will be our first Christmas Eve in this house. So
yeah,
I hope somebody comes. If not, maybe we will do an Ask Us Anything.
Yeah, I was thinking you're saying we're cutting everybody off. It might be just the 2 of us.
Yeah, it might be just the 2 of us in Bow. If that's
both
the case,
New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve.
If that's the case, I'm going to go on our community. And just an impromptu one. Jeff Carey.
Okay, question. Are you going to Tennessee or the Florida condo during the Christmas time, or the rest of January after the Tampa Bay Super Show? Merry Christmas to both and your family. Thank you.
That's our plan. We are really excited about our Tennessee property. We have just put in this week a new concrete pad for our fifth wheel, and we're having some more trees cut out I believe this week, John Stacy's doing that for us down there. And we're kind of widening up the driveway, and we're anxious to go spend some time. We really enjoy the company of our neighbors down there, and we love the peace and quiet. It's a place to decompress. And then we're going to go on to Tampa. We may leave our RV there for a while, and we're going to then try and stop by. We haven't been to our condo since April. We do rent it out. That's what the condo is really for. It's something we rent out, but we hope.
Kind of afraid to see it.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
Normally we would have seen it in the fall.
Yeah, but we didn't go with your health issues.
With my
year.
issues.
Yeah. So thanks, Jeff, for asking. Peter Donaldson.
Have you installed a DC to DC charger from truck to fifth wheel to charge batteries while driving?
No, I have not done that. And I thought about it at one point, and I said, you know what? I think I'm okay with my lithium. And we're usually someplace where I can get a charge on those lithiums at night. But that is a really good thing to have, particularly if you boondock and you're towing something, to have those batteries always topped off as you're driving. So it's kind of like on my, I'd like to get one of those this year, but I have not done it yet, Peter.
There's something that you haven't gotten?
A couple of things. I've got a whole list right here. Yeah, this is my list. Yeah, those are my list right there. Yeah, it's on the list. So thanks for now. When I get it, Peter, well, look who's there.
Hi from the Geeks in South Florida.
Oh, we haven't seen the Geeks. I see them all the time on social media, and we used to see them at all the gatherings and stuff, and we never see them. But we miss you guys. Thank you for checking in with us tonight, and enjoy South Florida. Jimmy Land.
What are some of the fun hobbies you've seen people do while RVing? You talked about some on the podcast this week that sounded fun.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I think the first hobby we ever saw him be doing was this geocaching, and I thought that was that's actually a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like a scavenger hunt and prizes. That's one of them. Photography is a big one. We used to do several years in a row. We did a photo safari gathering that we had out at Glacier National Park, and we were going to do one of those the year that COVID shut everything down at Yellowstone. So that's on my list, and that's a really fun. You get a group of people who have a shared interest in photography. You go to an area. We actually would hire a local photographer from the area who would take us to all of his spots. One time we climbed up behind a waterfall at Glacier. But photography is a great hobby. Horseback people, ATVers, fishing, RV gatherings. It's just, whatever hobby you have. Music. A lot of people go from music festival to music festival. And there are just so many others, Jimmy, that's what's so fun about the RV lifestyle is you can find an affinity group for just about any affinity you have. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Phyllis.
It's the hat. It makes me want to come on, I think. One of your biggest blog posts is the hobbies that people do while RVing, which was a surprise to everybody on the team. It was like, how did this beat out boondocking or whatever? But it's a big conversation. And if you go over to the blog and just put in the search thing, hobbies, you will find lots of blog posts with lots of ideas.
Yeah. And we should talk about how to do that. And some people don't even know we have a blog. So that's what started this whole thing off is our blog, which is rvlifestyle.com. It's been around, it'll be 13 years in May. Wow. 13 years. But rvlifestyle.com, what do you call it, Phyllis? You call it
the search icon? The little
you call the blog.
The blog is the Google of RVing. Yes.
I used to call it the encyclopedia of RVing, but literally we have 3,500 articles on there on just about every topic you could imagine. So go to rvlifestyle.com. There's a little magnifying glass, type in hobbies, and you can read that post that we talked about. It's so many good. Thanks. Keep letting us know the stuff that we're missing like that. Yeah, that was, but so many different hobbies. There's Peter again.
We have enjoyed your travel guides. Bought a bundle a few years back. Have you thought about adding a mix and match? Pick your own bundle.
No.
That's a good idea.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, Peter. That is a really good idea. Yes, we will try and do that. We will try and add one of those soon. I guess I can tell them we've got 2 more books coming out right after the first of the year. I'm pretty excited about this. So that would be pretty good. Now there's another Tom Romanowski.
Would you consider doing a Natchez Trace rally over a few days?
I think that would be really fun. Now, the challenge is finding
A campground.
Now we know a couple of them, but it would be we've never done a rolling rally, but Thomas, I think that's a really good idea. I don't know if Wendy is still watching it. Wendy's kind of our rally master. Let us check it out, because in our book we list a couple of campsites, and maybe we could reserve like 30 spots. And the idea is everybody can do what they want, but at their own speed. And then we come to the place where we overnight, and everybody has fun. We have dinner at night and get off in the morning and head over to the next stops. And maybe we could end in Natchez, start it up by Nashville. I think maybe we'd start it by Hohenwald in Tennessee. That way we could start at our property in Tennessee. We'll check it. Robin Ostermeyer.
We are winterized. Even had empty fresh water tank read error, and on black tank reading it said, what is that?
Open.
And the fresh water reads 0 as it is empty. Help.
Well, you want the fresh water 0. ERR seems to be an error, and open would, I don't know what kind of an RV you have, Robin. I don't know that. It could be a glitch in I don't know which, are you reading it on a software panel? Sounds like it's software, in one of those wall panels. I would call whoever you bought your RV from and ask them, but those water tank things are notoriously inaccurate. And it might be just because it's totally empty. There might have been something that was stuck to one of the sensors and it froze. I don't think it's anything that you have to really worry about when you start getting water in there. But why don't you call the manufacturer and be sure? So the fresh water reads accurate, and that is good. But the others you're getting an error and an open message. I don't know what brand RV, and I don't know what where you're getting those readings, whether it's from software, obviously a sensor on the tank, but you need to drill down, and I just call your RV dealer or call the manufacturer.
I'm just wondering if you winterized it yourself or if you had someone else winterize it.
Yeah, I would think that something might have stuck on one of them and frozen. That's my thing. I don't think you broke anything. So Jack Partain, last we saw Jack was at our Nashville gathering in October.
The first I've heard of community was tonight.
Jack, I think we sent you a note. There's no app, although we do have an app that you can use. No, just go to that website, community.rvlifestyle.com, and you'll see when you join, there is an app from the platform we use is called Mighty Networks, and you can get on and actually have it on an app as well. And once you log in on the app, it'll always go to RV Lifestyle. But all the instructions are there. Go join. We need you over there.
And Jack, we're so delighted that you heard about it tonight so that you can join us.
Glad you're there. Merry Christmas, Jack. It's good to see you on. Geeks on Tour. They miss us too. Yeah, we feel like kids. We're not, as you know, but we feel like it. And I act like it. But anyway, somebody's got to have fun.
That's true.
Crazy yep. You look very nice tonight. Look how nice you look on camera. My skin is all oily, and I just
geez,
do I have to put makeup on now.
Oh, Michael, nobody wants to hear that.
Which she does. Debbie Lee. She purchased the book.
We purchased the book and are enjoying it.
Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad. I don't know which one you got. Maybe Natchez. Red Hutchinson. You got Grassy Keys on Marathon Key in the middle of the Florida Keys. Yep.
Sounds like a great place to be.
Yeah. That's a group that plans in advance, because to get those spots for a rally, they had to reserve them a long time ago. So I bet you did have a great time. Are you a fan?
Do you have a traditional meal for Christmas? Well, this is our first year in this house, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to have. We normally celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then normally we would go to our daughter's on Christmas Day, but our daughter and her husband and the two kids are all sick.
Do they all know that Wendy, by the way, is our daughter?
I don't know.
Wendy Boyer from Social Media Buzz.
So they are sick, and I have been grounded. I haven't been allowed to go to restaurants or, because they don't want me picking up anything because they're trying to get me healthy again. So I don't know if we're going to be alone or what.
Well, I hope not. If not, we're going on the community.
If not,
we'll have to go eat Chinese. Isn't that what the only restaurants are open? What's that show? I don't remember. Where everybody goes to a Chinese restaurant on Christmas Eve. Might be us.
My mom, bless her heart, she would make a turkey and just this humongous meal on Christmas Eve. And then they went to Florida and there was no meal. He's like, we get to do whatever we want.
She made these homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah. My mother loved to cook. So the first year she was gone, we said, well, we can do whatever we want. I guess we'll go eat Chinese. And then we thought, this isn't fun.
It was Thai food, actually.
Thai food.
Yeah.
So we said, we're not doing that again. We're going to go to a big meal.
These
she made a feast.
Cinnamon rolls that were like this big. And she didn't write it down. So her recipe didn't get passed down to the children. And I'm quite upset about it.
Well, me too. But what are you going to do?
Yep. Adri.
How can I get rid of black water and gray water if installing RV in a city backyard? First time RV buyer here.
Well, you have two choices. You have to find somebody that will come and suck them out. And that would be, like a septic tank company. Or if you live in a place in which you could, this is going to cost you a lot of money. And something tells me if you're living in the back of I don't know if you're going to be living in it, but is you would have to put in your own septic system, which means you're going to need a bunch of city permits and all that stuff and dump them that way. Do not empty the gray water on the ground. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's environmentally destructive. And of course, the black water, you don't want to let it just sit there for very long in your RV.
No.
That's going to need to get emptied about every 2 weeks. So if you are using that RV and actually living in it in a city backyard, does the city know you're doing that? Because many of them prohibit that. And, you don't want to dispute with neighbors in the city. So septic, a black tank septic emptied with a septic company, honey wagon, they call them, or you'll have to put in a septic thing. Now, there are some people who find ways that they can empty them in their house plumbing system. They have access to their house sewer system. Make sure that you have a permit for that. You do not want to just be an amateur. I'm going to hook this up and nobody's going to know, because somebody is going to know. And don't be a cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie on the Christmas vacation. Don't do that.
So they can't just hook it up and drive someplace where there's a place you can officially dump?
That's the third option, is if you can actually move it away, every week.
Drive it someplace.
How often you're going to have to drive it someplace and empty them that way. So, but if it's staying semi-permanently there, you only have somehow your own system or honey wagon. And then if you can move it, you'll have to move it.
And we don't know how cold it is. We don't know what state they're in, where they're located.
Yeah. So
freezing.
But it's a tough situation you're going to have if you're going to be living there. Shirley Benoit with the super sticker. Shirley, have you gone over to our new community yet and joined that? Get over there. Community.rvlifestyle.com. Thank you for that super sticker. Cajun Jamas.
Where is Bo? Does he have a Christmas hat?
No, where is Bo? Bo, come.
He's out in the other room. He's waiting for something to bark at.
Oh, he will find it. Bo does not have a Christmas hat.
That's so sad.
You put a hat on a dog. We've done it with our other dogs, and they look like they're humiliated. They don't like that. So
at least Elkhorns don't.
Yeah, Bo has some pride about him, I guess. So he does not have a Christmas. Ray Smalley.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and happy, healthy New Year. Healthy to everybody out there.
Yeah, health is a big thing, isn't it? When you don't have it for a while. Jessica Strout.
Hello from Montana. Love the state of Montana.
My favorite state, Jessica. And after that, it's Wyoming. And I'm going to get there someday and spend extended periods of time. And after that, it's Alaska, but that's out of the question. And after that, it's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which should be a state all by itself.
Yeah, it should be.
Amazon. Oh, I got to remind you, Amazon. I do Amazon Live. I've done a whole bunch of them. Amazon, if you're still shopping for Christmas presents, if you order now, you're still going to get them between now and Christmas. If you go here, you can look at, we've done several Amazon Live videos where we have shown our favorite gifts for Christmas and for RVers and outdoor enthusiasts. So check those out, and you still have a chance if you're looking for Christmas gifts, because Amazon, most of them you can have tomorrow or certainly the next day. And I've got one coming up, I believe the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's on, if you go there, you'll see it. And that's going to be on what we think are the hottest RV products for 2024, which will be on Amazon Live. But I'm glad to send you over there to look at those things. Lots of you saying that you're glad to see Jennifer back. And
well, thank you.
She looks good and
thank
all that
you.
Stuff. And it's really nice. Johnny Lightning just joined our new community. Thank you, Johnny.
Yay.
And Jessica Strout.
We are full-time in our new RV for our first Montana winter. Woo! So far, so good.
Oh, I don't know where you are, where you are, Jessica, but congratulations. And I would imagine you have skirted that RV and have a way to get propane in it to keep it warm, or electric if you have hookups. So awesome. Join our community, Jessica, and post some pictures. I would love to see.
Now, I'm wondering where Jessica's from, if she's a native of Montana, or what the story is there.
Helena. Good. Okay. It's a great state. Jessica Strout, Johnny Lightning says you're braver than he is. See, I love this real-time stuff. This is all great when you guys all come together like that.
Here we've moved to the snow part of the state in Michigan, and no snow, but that's okay.
Yeah. Jessica skirted with Easy Snap skirting, and they're going through a lot of propane, I bet.
Ooh.
We did a skirting thing last year, and it was those inflatable bags. And we did it, and it was a miserable, sleeting, snowing, wet day.
We waited till the worst day possible to do this.
But it really does make a difference to have it skirted. But the one system that Jessica has, which are the snap, you just basically can snap these skirt boards in, and it'll keep the wind from going underneath the RV and creates kind of like a little warmer air part. It's much easier to heat when you do it that way. So, but we'd still love to see some pictures. Join our community and post them there, and we will be able to see them, and it will be good. All right, and I just see you asked her where she's from. And she said that she's originally from Pennsylvania, and she spent the last 10 years in Helena.
All right. So
in Montana.
You're a native of Montana now.
Yeah.
You know what you got there.
All right. I think we've got it 40 minutes into this thing, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
We certainly do.
So Jennifer's going to sing. No.
I just hope that we're not too lonely the next 2 weeks.
Are you saying that just to put a guilt trip on the kids if they're watching? No.
Kids are where they are.
Yeah.
Tennessee and sick.
Yeah. The Tennessee and across the state. And well, we'll see who shows up. But if you suddenly are sitting around Christmas Eve and you see us doing a live shot, we got lonely and we thought we'd come on and hang out with you guys. So that's all great. All right, Jeff Carey, some more information on the discounts at the Tampa RV Show. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Senior Citizens Day, $2 off, and first responders and military, $2 off every day. Tampa RV Show, if you listened to the podcast this week, you heard us interview the executive director, and he talked a lot about it. And we also posted our meetup schedule. When we have meetups scheduled, we'll be doing them on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And we'll be kind of just hanging out at the show, greeting people. I'm going to try and not work. I'm going to just try and greet people this year and not do a million videos. Mm-hmm. Usually I'm so busy, you can't say hi. Tippy, Merry Christmas. I'll read it to you. We love you too, Jennifer. Feel better, darling.
Thank you.
We love you and adore you. Well, it really has been encouraging to see.
Oh, it really has. I can't tell you how much it has meant to me. All your loving support, all your encouraging words. Whoever would have thought we were going to have such a great adventure?
You call that an adventure?
No, I call it a near-death experience.
Yeah, well, it was. I guess it was an adventure. Well, look at this. Melissa says you look beautiful in red.
Well, thank you.
You do look good in red.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope you didn't mind us gushing over our new community, but it has really been fun being able to connect with everybody. And we ask you guys to again go and grow. Let me go find it here, and I'll put it up one more time so that you can see. There it is. Goodness, that Phyllis is fast. There's our link to our new community. If you have not joined it, please go on over there and do so. We really are excited about it, and I think you'll see the difference immediately in how much helpful, friendly, and warm and inviting a place it truly is. All right, that's it for this week. We will not be back now until January 7th for Ask Us Anything. We are going to do some live streams on our new community, and we are going to do one on Tuesday evening about our travel predictions for the year. We are also going to be bringing on some experts and talking about everything from internet, to winterizing to de-winterizing, and whatever questions the community wants us to answer. We'll find experts and bring them on live with us. And we have lots of plans for it. We'll be back. Ask Us Anything 2 weeks
Next year.
Yeah, we'll be back next year, January 7th. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Happy trails.